Hello and hi everyone. We are here for Embedded System EEE4425. We are going to present our assignment on Smart Alarm System in a Building. Before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Aisyah Sunarno and my partner is Muhammad Ariff bin Mazlan. First of all, let me explain about the objective. So there are two objectives in this project, which is one of the objective is to demonstrate knowledge of project management and finance by demonstrating knowledge and understanding of engineering and management principle and apply this knowledge to one's own work as a member and leader in a team to manage project and in multidisciplinary environment. Second is to able to sell the product or system that have been built that will be related to the marketing and business knowledge to ensure the product or system can give benefit to the society. So for the introduction part, I would like to explain about the smart alarm system. Smart alarm system use wireless technology, home network, and the prevalence of mobile phone. It is to integrate the security system with day-to-day life. So it basically the consumer can customize, monitor and manage the security system anywhere at any time. It gives control of consumer security back to consumer and makes it convenient and accessible to consumer again, whenever and every time the consumer want to check in. Okay, for the methodology, we have divided it into two parts, which is software simulation and then hardware implementation. For the software simulation, we have used two different software, which is Proteus and Professional and Arduino IDE. For Arduino IDE, we use it to assembling code, the C programming code for the system, and Proteus and Professional is used to simulate the system. For the next part, for the methodology is hardware implementation. So there are several electronic components for the hardware implementation, which is Arduino Uno R3, PIR sensor, LDR light sensor, buzzer, LED, breadboard, jumper, and resistor. All these components will be explained more in the hardware demonstration later. Okay, next I want to talk about costing. First of all, it is about the costing price. Costing price is about related to how much money, how much that we need to produce one product. So from this table, there are some prices for some electronic components, also the prices for the logistic and the marketing. So it is roughly estimated for one product will be 264 ringgit 70 cent. But the price rate for the marketing and the logistic will be divided into 100 products because the 100 product is estimated to be the product that will be produced in one time. So after recalculated it by divided the price of the logistic and the marketing into 100, the costing price for one product will be 60 ringgit 76 cent. Okay, the next part about costing is the selling price. Selling price is how much we should charge the customer for one product. So this is our calculation. For firstly, we have decided 60 ringgit 76 cent is the costing price for one unit of product. So we take 65% for costing price as the markup price, then we get 39 ringgit 49 cent. So the selling price will be 100 ringgit 25 cent. So this is the summary of our costing. First, the costing price is 60 ringgit 76 cent. The selling price will be 125 cent, and we will get the profit for 39 ringgit 49 cent. Next, we are talking about the project management, how we have managed the project from the software simulation to the hardware implementation. So for the software simulation, we have started by doing some literature review. This is important to get some idea from the project. Then we jot down all the information based on our reading. Then we start assembling C programming code related to the project and try to simulate the C programming code in Arduino IDE. Then when there is no error, we can proceed, but if there is error in the C programming code, we will try to edit it. Then after that, after there is no error, we go for designing the circuit related to the project in Proteus as professional, and then we can see either the simulation success or no. Next, for the hardware implementation, we start by doing survey for the components that we need to buy. We need to know how much we need to buy the components. Second, we buy the component in a nearby store. We go to from Subang to Shah Alam to get all the components. Next, we will try to implement the hardware based on the project. Next, we will do connecting the hardware implementation to the software simulation. So we will from this step, we will know either the hardware implementation is related to the software simulation or no. Okay, for the project management, next is about the Gantt chart, the timeline, how many weeks we need to finish this project. So basically, we just need 4 weeks. For the first week, we buy the hardware for divide the component for the hardware implementation. For the next week, we try to assembling the C programming code and simulating in Arduino IDE. Okay, next we try to implementing the hardware and connecting the hardware with the software simulation in week 3. And last, when we have successfully done in week 3, we are going to marketing the product in the last week. Okay, for the marketing, it is related to the how we promote our product to the consumer. So first of all, we have created an advertisement poster. It is important so that people know what are you selling, where to contact you, where to find you. So for the next is the marketing platform. Marketing platform is the place where we will like to promote our product. So today's people really love online shopping, so we are focusing on the online platform. First of all, we use Instagram ads, paid promote by paying someone to promote our product. Next is the Facebook. We use Facebook ads. Then for the Twitter, we use the Twitter ads also for paying someone to retweet our product or to promote our product. For the Google, we use the Google ads, and also we have built website for the promoting purpose.
Okay, so now I will explain about the simulation of smart alarm system. So the simulation is done by using Proteus 8 professional software. This system consists of a few components. Firstly is the Arduino Uno board, which is the microcontroller board based on the microchip Atmega 328P microcontroller. Then we are using a light dependent resistor sensor or LDR sensor, which is connected to the Arduino board as input at analog pin A1. So the function of LDR sensor in the system is to detect light so that the alarm is only activated at nighttime and not during daytime. Furthermore, we are also using a PIR motion sensor, which functions is to detect motion, thus detecting whether human has moved in or out of the sensor range. So this PIR motion sensor is connected to the Arduino board as input at digital pin 2. Next, we are also using a red LED as the output. So the red LED will produce light whenever the PIR motion sensor detects any motion and the LDR sensor detects low light. So the red LED is connected at the Arduino board as output at digital pin 13. And lastly, we are using a buzzer, which is to produce sound output whenever motion is detected and low light is detected. So the buzzer is connected to the Arduino board as output at digital pin 12. Therefore, this smart alarm system is using two inputs, which are the LDR sensor and the PR motion sensor, and will produce two outputs, which are the red LED and the buzzer. So that's all for the simulation. Okay, so now I will demonstrate the hardware of smart alarm system. So first of all, this is the light dependent resistor sensor, or the LDR sensor, which is going to detect the light. So as you can see, there is an LED indicator here that will be turned on if light is detected, and if no light is detected, the LED will be turned off. And then another sensor is the PR motion sensor, which is going to detect motion. And then here is the piezo buzzer, and then the red LED is on the breadboard, and also the reset switch. So the alarm system will be keep producing output until someone pushes the button. Alright, so now I will simulate the hardware. So first situation is during daytime. During daytime, if the motion sensor detects motion, the alarm will not be turned on. And then during night time, if I close the LDR sensor, and if motion is detected, it will produce the alarm. So for this coding, we will set the alarm system to be turned on for 100 seconds, which is long enough until someone hears the alarm and push the reset button to turn off the alarm. Okay, so that's the simulation of the hardware. In a nutshell, students have been able to demonstrate the knowledge of project management and finance through this project. So this is a very crucial aspect for engineers if we want to venture into the entrepreneurship world in the future. Furthermore, we have been able to relate how embedded system can benefit the society. So through this alarm system, we hope that we can increase the security of buildings or houses, thus reducing the crime rates in our country. In addition, students have been able to learn more about the financial and project management through this project. So by doing this project, we have been exposed to how to calculate the costing of our product, to determine the selling price, and to determine the benefit that we can obtain. And last but not least, we have learned how marketing can be done in business life to attract customers to buy the product. So the most common marketing platform that can be used is, of course, the social media such as Instagram or Twitter, and also we can also use advertisements such as in Google to market our smart alarm system. Okay, so that is all from us. Thank you.